Overreacting to NBA highlights. Let's watch. Nah. Nope. I'm Mormon now.
When you pass away, what planet do you claim?
Welcome to Tito NBA. We're going to be talking some summer league stuff. We're going to be overreacting to clips. We're going to go through my favorite players. That's it.
Got into a physical altercation in Las Vegas on Friday in which
I feel like this news was crazier than Giannis getting traded in a way. I think that's just because Giannis waited about 3 years before he got traded and we all knew it was coming.
You can't swim? Oh, you got hood tendencies, man. You got hood tendencies.
I mean, I feel like that just sums it up. When was this? 6 years ago. Man, that team was fun. Someone in the chat said to look up Kawadorichi Akobundu Ihigio. He's on the Mavs. Also, the Mavs did draft a little guard, and I think he's from Europe, I want to say. Usually our Europe guys pan out.
You're supposed to have a statue.
I think it's number 13. 13, I can't remember his name. He plays with great pace. I should know it as a Mavs fan. I just... What a ghost screen. That's nice. Hey, yeah, that's on 2 people. He just can't get that. Oh my goodness. Let's just start with Caleb Wilson, all right? I watched a few of his games. KG was at one, the professor was at one, they were chopping it up on the sideline. Obviously, Caleb Wilson is considered to be the next KG. I mean, you're seeing it right now. He's a high flyer, 6'10". KG said that he was more of a Tracy McGrady, right? And my only source on that is that I hope the professor didn't lie to me when I talked to him, all right?
Oh, yeah, the hood was fun.
I think he's the most raw in the draft, and he's going to be able to develop a lot of game in the NBA. Obviously, we said that about, Ben Simmons.
Simmons didn't even look at the basket.
I think Caleb, just based off of some of his summer league performances, not shooting threes, going 7 for 11 in his debut, second most points in a rookie debut in summer league. He's gonna pan out. I think he's a hard worker. I think the Bulls need someone like that. They haven't had too much luck in the lottery. I like that they try to win games. Obviously, it leads them usually to the play-in, and they don't make too many trades. And I think that now this is gonna push him into a different era for the Bulls. So exciting to see what they're gonna do. Hezzy, step back. He's hot. Knows he's hot. I mean, that's a contest too. He almost shoots like a Michael Porter Jr. Obviously not as fluid, but an athleticism out the gym. Philon Jr. I watched a lot of his games. I think he's, what the announcer just said, I think he is the best playmaker in the draft. Maybe they just knew he'd be this good. The 76ers took a small guard, which is weird. They also have VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, and Jaylen Brown now. So they're gonna be very guard heavy. I know they can play. VJ can play the 3. Jaylen Brown can play the 3. He's shown that. But definitely drafting a guard was a little bit weird. And now they have a guard who's going to be able to average 5-6 assists when he goes in. Some of the games I watched, he had 4 assists to end the game, but he should have had 10, 13. They just weren't hitting shots. And Tyrese Maxey and VJ and Jaylen Brown are going to do that. I understand that Joel Embiid is the most catch and shoot player. He definitely needs a system behind him, get it on the block, hit his little jab steps, but he's definitely going to be able to go in and get it to him when the time comes. So it's exciting to see how he's going to do. He's definitely got a bag, and I think his playmaking is probably the best in the draft. Moving on. Mikal Brown Jr. All right, Mikal is one of the better guards I watched play. I think it goes Darren Peterson, even though the game I watched it wasn't great. Darren Peterson, then it goes Philon, Mikal, Cameron Carr, unless I'm forgetting someone. All right, I think Keaton did good. I think his performances just have been a little bit lackluster. I think he's going to develop with time. Mikal is definitely one of the, he's like a stronger Keaton Waddle. He's got a lot of step back game. He gets into people. He transferred really well into summer league. He doesn't get flustered very easily. I know there's a few times that they just had to pull him out of the game because of some erratic shots, but it's definitely shots that he makes. Oh my gosh, Danny Wolf. A lot of upside, a lot of great things in Brooklyn. I know they were confused why they didn't take Darius Acuff. I think they have a stud in Mikal. Their entire team in summer league was super fun. Igor Demon had some really good highlights, some good shooting, crazy dunks. Wolf was just a 7-footer at playing point guard, and Mikal was just Magic Johnson did that at one point too, so. spot. I understand he's got to play with Julius Randle, who never makes a pass that isn't a jump pass, and then Michael Porter Jr. But it's a good place for Brooklyn right now. All right. Cameron Carr. Cameron Carr is, I'm going to compare him to Darius Acuff. The difference between Darius Acuff and Cameron Carr is their communication on defense. I think Darius Acuff has been getting flacked for not having the best defensive, presence out there, and I understand it. He's just not, he acts like he has zero friends out there. He acts like his dog died sometimes, and I understand that if you're on the Kings, but you got to be able to communicate on defense. You got to be able to hit your switches, hit your stunts, and Cameron Carr is the loudest one out there. The 7-year-olds you see at the YMCA who just super loud, having so much fun. That's Cameron Carr, just an energy bunny, and I think the Lakers got a great pick, especially going into the Luka era. I hope they don't trade him. I know they take a lot of high picks, and they trade him, and maybe their drafting hasn't been the greatest, but I mean, as a Mavs fan, they just they're a little bit more privileged, you know what I mean? Darius Acuff is interesting. He like I said, he doesn't communicate very much, but he is almost a smaller Anthony Edwards in his bag. Just the way he moves, but not very sped up. He gets downhill. A lot of outside hand finishes where it's a scoop to the outside. I thought he'd be in a good spot in Sacramento, but if he's not wanting to be there, obviously that creates some confusion on what Sacramento does. You're not going to trade a Darius Acuff unless you get something really better in return. But if he doesn't want to play for them, it creates interesting. And maybe that isn't confirmed. Maybe he is just like this. I think at Arkansas he was a little bit more energetic, but he is a tough player. I mean, definitely got some flack for the summer league, and I understand it. But he's also just a great player. So, all right, we'll move up to Darren Peterson. Darren Peterson plays like Devin Booker if Devin Booker grew up playing a point guard and not a combo guard. He doesn't force a whole lot of shots, but he definitely has a better playmaking gene than most people give him credit for. He doesn't take a shot he's not practiced a million times. He shoots it. If he's high, he shoots it over anyone and holds the form. It's a really pretty shot. My goodness, he does get to the line quite often, and usually it's not a flopping move. He usually makes it an advantage, gets in front of this guy. I mean, here you go. He doesn't even see him there. He is definitely an intriguing spot at the Jazz. It'll be interesting to see how Will Hardy does with this group of talent. Obviously, Jaren Jackson Jr. played with Ja and Desmond Bane. He knows how to play a role, and he knows how to play it well. Getting rid of Walker Kessler really sucks for them, but it happened, and I think they're going to be all right with it. Obviously, when they played with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, they move the ball a lot, and I think that's what they're going to have to do with this group. And I mean, look at that. Not even seeing him. I think that's what Peterson can do when he goes in. Subscribe, leave a comment for more. I mean, I'm doing this for fun, so if you just want to watch for fun, that's completely fine too.